And we are at the final chapter of Larry 2, the last time I'll ever have to play it. And we are about to meet a very, very famous piece of Sierra history. Princess, this is Princess Rosella from King's Quest.
Okay.
She shows up first in King's Quest 3, where her father sacrifices her to a dragon, and she's the main character in King's Quest 4 and 7.
Exciting.
Yeah.
You're not going to talk to her?
I'm going to sit down in the chair. Could I get just a slight trim, you ask? My hair is ridiculously long. Oh, she replies, I'll be happy to. Just plop it in my chair there, Goldilocks. I'll take care of those curly locks for you.
Why do I feel like all of his hair is about to be gone?
Gosh, please be careful, you tell her. I'd hate to lose my full head of hair. Just take a little off the back.
And it's all gone.
Sprinkling some kind of... all done, says the barber. What do you think? My hair! You cry. It's gone! She replies, it serves you right. You should never trust a barber with longer, prettier, blonder hair than yours.
I'll remember that for the future.
Princess Rosella's kind of a bitch. But at least now I look like my passport photo, which is why we had to do this, even though we don't know that we had to do it yet.
Oh.
You sigh, although that seems a small consolation. I'm sorry you're not satisfied, says the barber. Here, take a bottle of this month's special. When you have time, rub a teaspoon on your hair every day for a month. Soon your hair will be full and rich. But be careful, she concludes. It's highly inflammatory. Snowballs. And that was Princess Rosella. And that woman will kill us if we talk to her. I don't even care what you have to say. Again, I know stuff Larry does not. Coming up is a death scene that catches me by surprise every time I play this game, but it's not going to get me this time. I'm just going to keep on walking. Fine. Show my passport so I can get through. You hand the agent your passport, because this is how airport security works. This picture is an excellent likeness, says the customs agent. It must be printed on photographic paper by Kodork.
That joke was trying too hard.
Well, we are a dim bulb. Now I must inspect your possessions, he says. Please show me everything you were carrying.
Uh-oh.
Well, okay, I guess, you reply, although this is highly unusual in an adventure game.
No metagaming.
There's the passport. Unk. The knife. It still smells of brie. The matches. For a moment you consider the drawing of the little doggy and wonder if you should have pursued a career in art. Hair rejuvenator. Warning, highly toxic, inflammable, bottle harmful if taken internally. Do not insert this bottle into any orifice. There, are you satisfied, you ask? Yes, but I must warn you about carrying that knife on board any aircraft. Okay, you lie, you have my word on it. And then he crashed an airplane into a World Trade Center.
With a knife.
Too soon? All right, he says, unlocking the gate in the east wall. You may pass. Mind you, I don't have a ticket. I'm just one to wander around the airport. It thanks a lot, buddy, you say, peeling 100 off your wad of bills. And here's a little something for you and the missus. I'm not your buddy, you ugly Americano. Snowballs! People love their snowballs. We're going to come back to this screen later. This is the security screen. As you can see, the luggage is all being screened by this gentleman who is very alert and on the job. All sorts of luggage going past. We are going to come back to this later. There's a cat in that one. This is a reference so old, even I don't really... well, I shouldn't get it. But they used to sell flight insurance. Maybe they still do. In little kiosks, you buy it right before you got on the plane, so if the plane crashed, your family got money.
What?
Well, so we're going to buy a little insurance. You peel another $100 bill from your wad of money and insert it into the slot. The machine slurps it up, digests it, considers its authenticity, finds it valid, then begins to whir and shake. It's whirring, it's shaking, and it's given us a parachute. What kind of airline is this anyway? Well, you suppose a parachute would be pretty good insurance. So you pick it up off the floor and hide it in one of your inner suit coat pockets.
Well, it's not like it's an inflatable tire.
This is true. I'm going to do this now. And then we're going to come back and do the death scene that always kills me, but it won't this time.
Okay. How long are we going to be doing this?
Quite some time. This is certainly a long terminal.
Do we do this every time?
We only have to do this twice.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we do have to ride back, so 3 times.
Oh my goodness.
Your mind wanders.
Already did.
There's his mind wandering.
It just looks like his face is wandering.
Do you see the joke? It's his mind.
That's his face.
It's his mind wandering. It's the face of his mind. Previously, you believed that was just a figure of speech. By the way, after we buy a plane ticket, another one of those hidden timers kicks in, and this counts against our time.
But we haven't bought the...
We haven't bought the ticket yet, no. Finally, you reach the end of the moving sidewalk and enter the waiting room for Gate 1. Excuse me, I'm just going to get one of these pamphlets right here. That's a good idea. Take a little free reading material to help you while away your flight time. You grab a brochure from the display and shove it in your pocket, promising to read it when you get to your seat. Seems like the perfect choice for a long, boring flight. Again, why am I taking a flight anywhere? I don't know. Just
to get off the island, obviously.
To get off of this perfect paradise full of beautiful women who want to have sex with me.
I would kill you.
Yeah, but I don't know that. Well, I know that. Larry doesn't know that. I'm trying to go back.
But you can buy a ticket.
Can't buy a ticket here. You got to buy it in the front where that huge line is. Remember that huge line of people?
Oh.
But as soon as you buy the ticket, the timer starts ticking down. So you got to do everything else first. Like have a meal here. Or if there is too time to sit. Hey, baby, you shout. Give me one of them blue plate specials. Which I guess if I'd looked at the menu would have come up. That's blue pate to you, Baldy, she retorts. And see, I couldn't get back here if I had my long blonde hair, because my passport wouldn't have matched. So they didn't have to worry about that joke not working. Yo, she yells back into the kitchen. Slop me up another bald one. Any minute now. Here you go, big boy, she says, with a toothy grin. One big blue coming at you. She slings the plate on the counter before you. If you eat the food, you will die.
Why the hell are we ordering it?
It looks like it might be edible. There is absolutely no clue to what I'm supposed to do. In fact, I'll just show it. This is how the game expects you to do it. I'll just do it. All right, but I know it's coming. It didn't trick me this time. Okay. You quickly wolf down the blue pate special as if you have not eaten for an entire adventure game. Say, you tell the waitress, this is pretty good stuff. Why, it tastes just like the meatloaf. Mama laugh or you... You drop to the floor near the counter while making clever, creative sounds with your trachea.
Well, everybody needs a talent.
You now remember what it was you hated about Mama Laugher's cooking.
She poisoned everything?
She had a habit of losing her bobby pins in the gravy, you think, while frantically making the universal sign for choking.
So obviously, Mama Laugher was in the back there cooking that.
What a shame the waitress never heard of Dr. Heimlich. So, from that, mentioning that his mom used to leave bobby pins in there, I am supposed to assume there is one in here. Because looking at the food, you cannot see it.
Well, of course not.
There is no way you can know that pin is in there. It is impossible until you've died.
Yep.
This game requires you to die to advance.
Yep.
And if you saved in the wrong place, not in this case obviously, but if you saved in the wrong place, restart the whole game. This time you decided to save yourself. This time it knows that I had to die to find this out.
I bet it would have said that even if you hadn't died.
Well, yeah, because I restored. The game doesn't keep track of that once you restore. It's not that sophisticated. It has no way of knowing what I did before I restored a game. But they know there's no way I could know the pin is there unless I died. This time you decide to save yourself from a fate worse than, well, okay, actually quite similar to, no, indeed, I suppose it would be identical to, death, by fishing the bobby pin out of the blue paint specials gravy like substance instead of swallowing it.
Now can we eat the food? Oh, it's gone.
There, the food's gone. We just wanted the bobby pin. Alright, now we are looking for a very specific suitcase. Because you'll remember there was that really long line that it was a never-ending line. No matter what you do, that line never ends. I like this art, by the way. I want that on my wall.
Kitty.
Some maces.
Okay.
Because why not? You can pick up each and every one of these, and it has something.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It has something funny to say about each and every one of these. In fact, I'll just pick up the next thing, because why not? You nimbly grab someone's suitcase, moving from the moving belt, force it open, and discover inside nothing of interest. You sheepishly close it, return it to the conveyor belt, and wonder if anyone noticed you.
Well, there's nobody else around. I think we're pretty safe. Ooh, a computer.
A computer. Searching through the disk storage box within, you discover a complete set of Sierra Adventure games. You decide they are of no use to you.
Not at all.
Because you're having plenty of trouble with this game.
Not a joke.
Yeah. Not even a joke. I don't even know what that was. Nothing of interest. Waiting for an item. Some blue pinstripe suits. I'm guessing gangsters. A fully automatic machine gun and some clips of ammo. You realize that you have no use for this unless you purchase Police Quest 2, The Vengeance, which I will probably play eventually. In fact, I think the Police Quest series will be next. You discover inside a bomb! Let's see now, you think. I'm holding a suitcase containing a ticking bomb. What shall I do?
Put it back.
Say, you decide, I think I'll get this thing outside. And fast! I'm not controlling this at all, by the way. It's all... Look out! I've got a bomb!
Yeah,
You shout.
That's exactly what you don't say.
Of course, the agent casually replies. Snowballs. Pre 9/11.
Plus, he's not a Muslim.
Look out, it's true. Look out, I've got a bomb! You shout. Get out of here, quick! That was certainly subtle, Larry. You wouldn't want to create a panic. Note the California reasons.
Good thing he didn't create a panic.
It seems like you're the only panicked one around here, Larry. Ignoring their apathy, you vow... yeah. Ignoring their apathy, you vow, I'll rush outside and throw it safely over those cliffs, protecting these innocent bystanders from harm while making myself a hero in the process. Fame and recognition will surely follow. I'll be invited to the White House, where I'll be acclaimed a national treasure. Shortly thereafter, I'll write a titillating, best-selling autobiography in which I reveal everything, guaranteeing appearances on Donahue and Carson, and a 7-figure movie deal signed over a power lunch at Spago's in spite of the in spite of my agent and attorneys protesting, which will go on to make me even richer and more famous, before retiring to a quiet, unassuming life as a gentleman farmer in the foothills of eastern Madura County. Or then again, maybe not. Hurry, Larry, it sounds like it's about to go off. That was a very dramatic boom effect, by the way. Very dramatic.
Oh, that's not good.
I think it killed everybody. Well, that was certainly one way to clear out a crowd, but now look at your suit. Oh well, at least no one was hurt, but why did they all run away from a little firecracker like that? Buy ticket. May I purchase a ticket on your next available flight, you tell the agent. I'll learn how to read one day. Your destination, sir? Anywhere but here, you respond. I'm going to do that one day. after I win the lottery.
They're gonna take you to Oklahoma City.
Probably. You're in luck, says the ticket agent. We have exactly one seat available in the next 2 weeks, and it's on the next departing flight. I'll take it, you blurt. Say, if you have no seats available, why were all those men in line? Well, they were waiting for the keys to the restroom.
Obviously.
You presume that explains their sudden departure following the loud noise. See, it's got some funny in there, right? Would you prefer smoking or non-smoking? None. Aisle or window? Aisle. Any carry-on luggage? No. Luggage to check through? No. Will you require a bassinet? No. Traveling with children or elderly? No. Bringing a pet? No. Do you have a passport or visa? Passport. Care for baggage insurance? No. First class, business class, or coach? You said there was only one seat. Will you be staying 14 to 21 days? Forever. Are you a member of any frequent flyer programs? No. Will you be bringing a laptop computer on board? No. Would you like a pillow? Yes. Blanket? No. Movie? No. Stereo headphones? I suppose. He's not watching the movie. What does he need the headphones for? Drinking or non-drinking? Drinking. Cash or credit? Cash. Telephone privileges in flight? No. Kosher or Mexican? Armenian. 3.5 inch or 5.25 inch? 8-bit or 16-bit? Stewardess fondling or non-fondling? Just give me the gold gee whiz bang ticket! I think I just had a stroke. I would like stewardess fondling, actually.
Well, in this game, you know it's gonna kill you.
Boy, are you Americanos touchy, he snarls. Okay, here's your ticket. One adult, ultra saver, non-smoking, window, deluxe, business class, express. I ordered an aisle seat, by the way. Apex, excursion, gold label, Wi-Fi, non-refundable, maxi fare ticket for Kalwa with pillow, blanket, movie, and stereo headphones. I said no to the blanket and the movie. And I suppose to the headphones. Your flight is scheduled to depart from gate 1 in exactly 1 minute.
Well, you better get there.
Too bad you spent so much time here. You might have made it, concludes the agent. Snowballs! Just in case I don't make it.
Go, go, go!
You gotta go, go, go. You again. Did you get rid of that knife? Of course. Would I lie to you, you say unabashed? Okay, I've seen enough of your stuff going through, but please remember, snowballs. Gotta make it to the plane, gotta make it to the plane. Basically, if you do anything but head directly to the plane, you will not make it. Including taking the time to pick up that pamphlet I grabbed before. Here's most of the time getting to the plane. This is certainly a long terminal. I'm gonna guess my mind's gonna start to wander. You wanna guess the first thing we're gonna do when we get on the airplane? And it takes off?
No.
Think of the items we have acquired since we entered the airport. I'm thinking of one item in particular we got from a big red machine.
I thought you might have been thinking of one item in particular, yes.
So what do you think our first goal is once we get on the plane?
Get off the plane?
Why is this game like that? As soon as you get off the boat, get off the boat. As soon as you land on the island, get off the island. As soon as you get on the plane, get off the plane. Here's my ticket, you say, handing your ticket folder to the gate attendant. Is this gate number 1? It certainly is, says the gate attendant, but if you want to take the flight listed on the ticket, you better hurry. I already announced the final boarding call.
Slug.
The stewardess is on board. The stewardess on board will give you your seat assignment, says the gate attendant. Snowballs! Hey, we made it! Hey, this is some nice seats. I like this. Kick back, relax, right?
No.
Welcome aboard, sir, says the stewardess with her best plastic smile. May I see your ticket, please? You give it to her.
Mile High Club member.
Wait, what?
That's
Where?
what it said.
Where?
On the ticket.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. Your seat is on your left in the second compartment, Mr. Laugher, she says, keeping your ticket. Say, haven't I seen you on TV? Weren't you that big winner of the Lucky Life lottery, she asks? Yep, that's me, baby. You grin and hand her a $100 bill, and here's a little something for you. I like to think I'd be like that if I won the lottery.
Creepy?
Just handing out money. It appears that what I've heard is true, she says. About me, gorgeous, you respond? No, about the nouveau riche. They are incredibly crude.
See?
She gives you her best funny smile. Smells. I'm gonna... Why, this plane isn't so small. Look at all the room in here. Go back to coach and sit in my nice luxurious. Well, things are slightly closer back here.
Oh god, it's gonna get worse, isn't it?
No way, you think to yourself. I can't possibly fit into such a skinny place. Well, here goes. Whoop. Thank God I'm an animated character. Woo! Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, says the cute stewardess. I'd like to welcome you aboard Flight 1. In the unlikely event of a water landing, there's no need to panic, because we'll all be dead anyways, she laughs. Now don't get upset, that's just a little airline humor.
Very funny.
Very little. Oh, and if during our flight those cute little yellow masks happen to drop down from the overhead compartments, why just ignore them. Lately those practical jokers in maintenance have been substituting nitrous oxide for the oxygen again.
That sounds fun.
It really does. And remember, in case of an emergency, we women get to leave first. Are there any questions, she asks while leaving? Are there going to be any answers? A voice crackles through the loudspeakers. Please fasten your seatbelt and move your seat back and tray tables. They're fully upright in locked positions. We have been cleared for takeoff.
Why do all pilots sound like that?
Training. That is a bumpy-ass takeoff. The captain's voice returns. We have reached our cruising altitude. Pretty fast takeoff, wasn't it? Of 500 feet. Passengers in our rear smoking compartment may smoke them if you got them. Again, showing how old this game is. We hope you enjoy your flight. Our ETA is approximately 10 minutes.
50.
Yeah, when the plane lands, I die. The KGB picked me up when it lands.
And you know that how?
Many years of experience. Your lovely stewardesses will be serving drinks shortly, but that's just because we couldn't hire any taller stewardesses.
What a lovely pun.
The man sitting next to you responds to the captain's lame quip with a hearty, har har har! Hey, says the man beside you in his too loud voice. I remember you. You're that guy from Lefty's Bar. I haven't seen you in a long time. This guy is supposed to be Ken Williams. Ken keeps showing up in all the games as this obnoxious guy at the bar.
Oh.
Let me tell you about this new joke I heard. No way, you respond. No jokes. All you ever told me was punchlines. In fact, to shut him up. Otman. Instantly intrigued by the fascinating treatsy, Ken finally leaves you alone. Sin and grin. The question is, have those stewardesses finished serving drinks? If you try to get out of your chair before giving him, I forgot about that, the pamphlet, you get crushed to death in drink trolleys. You slowly slip your hand inside the slightly sticky seat back pocket and slide out the semi-soiled airsick bag. If you didn't need it before, you need it now.
Kumquat?
Well, maybe after this. There's the smoking cabin. And you can't see it, but I think there's a door over here. I could be wrong. We're going to throw on our parachute. The other passengers stare at you with suspicious expressions. So you slide the parachute under your coat. Well, I want to open the... There's a large red handle preventing that. Cleverly, you insert the bobby pin into the safety lock. Wouldn't you guess this is against some federal regulation?
I'd be surprised if it was against any regulation.
The pin works! The door's unlocked! With great difficulty, you push the large red handle until you feel something tear. Crossing your legs, you shove the handle a quarter turn to the left until it is near the word danger. Give the door a firm shove. And the blast of the airstream tears it from its hinges. You feel yourself being sucked.
In a not nice way? Okay.
Out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Guess what I have to type right now?
Pull a cord on the parachute.
If you're wrong, we're gonna die.
Okay.
Good idea, Larry! If you didn't type it before you hit the bottom of the screen, dead. Luckily, the game pauses when you start to type. Yeah, this game would not work otherwise. The blessed parachute blossoms above you, jerking you around a lot. A feeling not wholly unfamiliar to you. Alright, Princess. You get to solve this next puzzle.
Ugh.
Being the experienced adventure gamer that you are. Now, this is not a trick. It is an actual puzzle with an actual solution, but it's a one-step solution.
Okay.
So.
Did he just land on that island?
He landed on None Tonight Island. And there I would be trapped if I did not have the right item in my inventory.
The knife.
What about the knife?
Use the knife to cut off the cord.
A good idea! See? We'll make an adventure gamer out of you yet.
And he dies.
You saw away at the parachute harness with the dull cheese knife, eventually turning it into a mere thread supporting your entire body weight. Suddenly you look down and consider the consequences of falling to the jungle floor from this height. You don't consider it for long. Oh!
He was fine.
A fall like that would be enough to break the average man's unklunk. Careful examinations of yours reveals severe damage. The delicate instrument was smashed by the fall. You discard it here without learning of its dangerous cargo, nor realizing you have inadvertently kept the world's most valuable secret from falling into enemy hands.
What was in that thing again?
Microfiche. I think American blueprints of something or other.
Okay.
I don't even remember. Stick right next to me here. You never know when a nice stout stick like this will come in handy. This jungle sequence. I'm gonna die quite a few times.
Don't do it.
Whoops, you just brushed past a bush containing a resting spawn of killer bees. You are frozen in fear. Could the rumors of their incredible strength really be true? Yeah, I just died. I like their rendition of Flight of the Bumblebee, though. Perhaps you'll enjoy your new life as the Queen Bee's personal love slave. Nah, no way. I hate this sequence. Trying to get through the jungle here. Good idea, but first move a little closer to the bush. Dude, if I move too close, I die. You carefully lower yourself to the slimy ground and attempt to make your way past the dangerous swarm of killer bees. You successfully avoid the dangerous killer bees.
Dork.
Yeah, it made me a dork. And now, there's this segment. Can't remember when I need to type this. You've just attracted the attention of that giant anaconda by walking beneath its waiting coils. Perhaps, if you hold very still, he won't notice you. Okay, so he did notice you. Perhaps he just finished a big meal and couldn't eat another bite. Let me type something! Seriously? I hate this part of the game. Then again, perhaps he relishes the taste of polyester. Burp. You feel you could eventually escape his coils if only there was some way to keep him from swallowing you. This is how this game was meant to be played, by the way. Can I just point out? With the death, and then... How close do I need to be? I'm hitting the keys, and it won't let me. Oh, guys, this may take a little while. Having fun, the princess?
Uh-huh.
Because it's not you playing?
Uh-huh. You can do it! Maybe.
I'm not even sure where I'm supposed to be standing when I try to type that.
Why are you not close enough?
Huh? Oh, I did it.
Yeah, that was...
You carefully prepare yourself for the oncoming jaws with the stick. Will it work?
Apparently you have like 2 seconds while it's coming at you.
That is a very slim window of opportunity. The next section's even worse. As the snake dislocates its lower jaw in preparation for another hearty, cholesterol-laden dinner of red meat and polyester, you carefully insert your stick into the distended opening. Ha-ha! Foil again, servant! The snake, unable to remove the stick from its jaw and embarrassed by being humiliated before the other jungle creatures, slithers away through the undergrowth to its lair and an early retirement. We just killed a snake.
It had it coming.
Not as much as this next section does. The ground is covered in quicksand. The jungle floor is soft and sticky here. You fondly recall your first car's seat covers. This one may take a while, guys, because if I step in the wrong area, you die, like that. The trick is A, to save often, and B, to follow this lighter patch, which is by no means perfect. You made it!
Pinhead.
You know, I don't call you names.
Yes.
I don't call you names in the videos. Okay, this death scene's kind of funny, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. All we have to do is cross this river.
Just jump right in.
We'll just walk right across. You feel a tickling sensation around your toes. Boy, this adventuring life is sure fun. Any predictions?
Piranha.
This seems like a safe place to climb out.
Wait,
Those are my bones.
is it acid water?
It was piranhas.
Oh, okay.
Gee,
okay.
those piranhas really work fast. For some reason, your heart isn't in the game anymore. It's because he's lost his penis. Not to mention several other organs. It's Larry. He really just cares about the penis. So, Princess, how do I get across this... Oh, shit.
Like that.
How do I get across the water without actually getting in it?
Oh, I forgot what we got on us.
Inventory doesn't matter.
Really?
Not for this.
Can you swing on those vines?
Shh. Yeah, in theory. Oh! Next time you might want to consider using the next vine as well.
So you gotta leave.
You gotta F3 retypes the last thing that you typed, and you gotta do that a lot.
Man, this is easy. Look at why you were complaining about this game. You're burning through it.
We're very close to the end. There are no more vines. You knew all along you were a swinger.
And a novice, apparently.
And a novice. Alright. Now we got a nice story sequence. We're really close to the end now. Well, hello, topless woman.
Go away from that.
Larry, look, out in the surf. That beautiful native girl is waving at you, and she's topless!
All caps.
The romantic music kicks in. Gee, you think to yourself, I thought girls like that only existed in National Geographic. It's love at first sight.
Uh-oh.
And also, second sight. So you'd think that. But now we know it's love. You think, this is the girl I've dreamed of, the woman I've longed for, the moment I've waited for. Is this the love I've been looking for? This is Kalulau?
I don't even need to hear her speak or know anything about her personality. I just have to look at her and I know she's the one.
Hey, she's in love with him too. Look, big heart came out of her chest. And look, now there's wingless cupids, which is just babies, basically. And more hearts and fireworks.
I don't know why everybody thinks Cupid was a baby. That's weird.
Well, if you take Cupid and you remove the wings, you are kind of looking at a baby in most depictions.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Well, Larry, you're just going to stand there? You finally met the girl of your dreams. Now's the time to take some action.
Don't do it, don't do it.
Do you forget the point of this game? We're looking for love. You're limp. Okay. That's not the effect that would have had on me.
Right?
You've never been kissed like that before. Could it be? Is Leisure Suit Larry in love? Again? You recover enough to speak. Oh my gosh, you're beautiful. You're wonderful. Do you understand English? What's your name? Where are you from? Are you busy tonight? Of course I understand English, you silly. All of us here on Nuntanite Island do. We live in a small village just off the beach. My name is Kalalau. Kalalui? Kalalau. We'll go with Kalalau. What's yours? My name is Larry. Larry Laffer. Of course, it only stands to reason that such a lovely man would have such a lovely name. Kalalau's smile beams, melting your heart. But as to your question concerning my availability tonight, I am afraid I have disappointing information for you. Because this is how people speak. As enjoyable as I feel sure an evening with someone like you must be, customs on this island forbid premarital dating. On Nuntanite Island, all women save themselves for marriage.
Save their dating for marriage? That's curious.
Well, that's okay, you volunteer. Why don't we get married instead?
Yeah, but it worked out so well for us last time.
She smiles in agreement. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Thankfully, the third game, which is all on Nuntanite Island, changes drastically the customs.
Strange.
Well, it's because we're going to deal with Dr. No-Nookie. But unfortunately, our tribal elders have forbidden any new marriages until our island has been freed from its present scourge. Please permit me to elucidate. Recently, an abhorrent man took our island from us. He claimed our sacred ancestral burial grounds at the top of our volcano and refuses to allow us to visit. She continues. Soon thereafter, our perpetually blue skies turned to fog. While none of us has ever seen snow or ice, suddenly a glacier appeared on the slopes of the volcano, preventing our passage to our sacred lands. A treacherous river then appeared, gouging a formidable canyon just behind our village. Then, most odious of all, he hypnotized our most beautiful women, enslaving them in his mountaintop fortress, forcing them to do his every whim, no matter how sick or repulsive.
Maybe Larry should hold out for one of them.
Right? What a drag, you sympathize. Oh my god. Yes, she agrees, but now the worst of all. Because of all this, he prevented my people from completing a mega-buck deal with a large multinational hotel conglomerate who were prepared to turn this place into next year's trendiest tourist trap. We had it bagged. They were going to build a huge casino resort hotel complex right here on this lagoon, provide employment for our lazy men in the growing field of slot machine repair, and even fund a daycare center. So, even though we women could continue to work our normal 16-hour days in taro patches, at least we wouldn't have to carry children on our backs.
Best place for it.
But did it happen? Oh my gracious, no. And all because of that evil Dr. No-Nookie, she cries, suddenly turning quite sensitive. Oh, if only some great hero could rid this island of his evilness. We could all live here, happily, ever after. You're no fool, Larry. You can't read, Larry. You're no fool, Larry. That sounds like a cue. Say, I've got an idea, you tell her. What if I stop this guy? Then could we get married? But of course, why didn't I think of that? Why, this is every little girl's fairy tale. A hero comes in a white suit to save my island and its people. Sigh.
Yay, white man.
Hooray for Whitey. In fact, do we want to yell out white power? Is that it? No. Okay, well, we're gonna. Come on, Larry, let's go.
Why do I feel like she's using him?
We are pretty much done with this game. There's like 2 puzzles left. Attention, please, cries Kalalau. Gather all the villagers before the chief's hut. We must have a celebration. Wait here while I tell everyone, says the basket carrier. Oh, Larry, I so hope you'll be able to convince my father, the chief, that we should be married. says Kalalau. Sometimes Daddy can have a strange sense of humor.
I like where this is going.
Don't worry, baby, you reassure her. For you, I would cross the burning sands of the Sahara. I would climb the highest peaks of the Himalayas. I would swim the shark-infested waters of the ocean. Why, I'd even learn desktop publishing software.
How generous.
That is love. My hero. Come on, let's go meet Daddy.
She doesn't want to, like, put a top on first.
The women don't wear tops on None Tonight Island.
Oh. Wait, I see some with tops on.
They're wearing leis.
Oh.
Oh. All of the villagers gather for this profound occasion. You and your beloved stride across the compound to wait the arrival of the chief. Oh, Daddy, cries Kalalau. Please come out here. There is someone I would like you to meet. Here comes Chief Kenny Wawa, who looks like Ken Williams. Because he is in this game everywhere. Father, this is Larry. Larry Laugher, says Kalalau. We are in love and wish to marry. So you want to marry my daughter, says Chief Kenny Wawa, staring straight to the back of your skull. No one is worthy of her hand unless he can prove himself a real man. Oh, I'll do anything for the woman I love, sir, you tell him. No sacrifice is too great. So be it, he says softly. Then in a more commanding tone, enter the sacrificial hut and bring forth the sacred PC. Villagers go, ooh. Go, ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. By the way, the bongo music that is playing right now in no way matches that guy's hand movements. I just wanted to say.
Uh-oh. Is that the desktop publishing software?
Young man, sit before the mighty PC. Prove your manhood by becoming its master, and you will pass part 1 of this initiation to our tribe.
Really?
But what am I supposed to do, you ask? Write a short program, he commands. Any subject or topic, any length. No problem, you think any good adventurer could do that. As long as it's in assembly language, he smiles, confident in the certainty of your failure. Villagers gasp. Excellent. You're now officially the villagers, I want you to know that. With your heart in your throat, you approach their sacred relic. Is it least significant bite first, you wonder? I don't get that joke. I don't know how to program in assembly language. And look, it's powered by Bike. Looks like Larry's got some skill. I mean, I don't know what any of it means. Okay, all ready for quality assurance, you announce. What did you write? Asked Chief Kenny Wawa. A complete multitasking multi-user operating system that only runs on 8088 CPUs, you respond. Excellent. And do you have a name for this product? Chief Kenny Wawa.
I'm terrified.
Why, Unix, of course. Is that Unix operating system? Joke. Perfect, says the Chief Kenny Wawa. I'll tighten up your code later. Now follow me and I'll lead you to the secret path. The way known only to card-carrying villagers. The path that will lead you to the sacred burial grounds of our ancestors. The one and only way to the top of None Tonight Island. Can you really bury your ancestors on top of a volcano? Aren't you just throwing them in at that point? Rid this island of the evil Dr. Nonuki and Kalalau will be your wife. Villagers go, ah.
Ah.
I don't ever want to do a Larry game without you. Please walk this way. No punchline for that one? The old boy's got some sense of balance. If I tried to stand there, I'd probably die. Here we are, son, says Chief Kenny Wawa. This is the secret of my people. The way to our sacred volcano, right across this chasm. Some secret? Any fool could see that. Kenny Wawa continues, of course any fool could see that. What's important is you must cross this chasm, climb the recent icy glacier, walk the treacherous paths, and penetrate the impenetrable fortress of the evil Dr. Nonuki. By the way, did I mention that my daughter is a virgin?
She's important.
Which earns me a point. Okay, catch you later. I must go lead the village's afternoon aerobics class. Snowballs!
Clearly needs to do more aerobics.
Waiting for him to leave. Gotta get a few more items and beat this game. Because this video's running pretty long. I am right on top of them. You bend over the fire pit and scoop up a huge handful of ashes, completely filling all of your pockets with them. All of my pockets filled with ash.
The ashes of your dreams.
You bend over and scoop up a large handful of beach sand and put it in your pockets.
That are full already.
Yes, that are full already. Oh, there's another screen to this village where I can get something chopped off of myself. There's really nothing to do there but die. I don't see what I'm looking for. I need to find. I do too. The heck you say? Okay, the game's getting really upset at me now. I forgot to get one of those vines. I really hope it lets me go back. Excellent. How close? Where do you want me to be? Just, there's vines all over the place. Where do you want me to stand? You reach up, grasp the vine firmly, give it a sharp jerk, yanking it from the tree branch above you. You carefully coil it up and insert it into your left front pants pocket, which is full of ashes and sand.
And sand.
You actually don't need the ashes and the sand. Either or will do. But I got points for picking them both up, so why not? I'm trying to remember why I'm supposed to do this. This is not the place. You know what? They're right. This is not the place. Alright. Are you ready to beat this game?
So ready.
Dun 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 dun! Oh. Oh!
Good thing you saved.
Dun dun dun! Oh. Dun 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 dun! Oh no! You made it! You set forth on your mission to explore the unknown mountain before you, knowing full well that you will never be able to return this way again. What lies before you? Will you be able to climb the icy glacier? Will you find the evil doctor's mountaintop fortress? Will you destroy the evil Dr. Nonuki? Will you return to your beloved Kalalau? Will you find love? Will you find happiness? Will you stop asking all these questions and get on with the game?
My thoughts exactly.
So, all we have to do is climb a glacier, climb a volcano, infiltrate a top secret fortress, and destroy a bad guy. Hey, this ice is slippery. Look out! Ow. In this game, I'm lucky that didn't kill me.
Yep.
Alright, how do I deal with ice?
Sand or ash, I guess.
The broiling tropical sun strikes the black ashes you took from the village campfire and quickly melts the snow, revealing refrigeration coils. You immediately realize the meaning. Dr. Nonuki has created a glacier on the side of this volcano in the middle of the tropics to prevent the island natives from disturbing his evil doings. What power! What force! What a lot of ashes. See, you got this adventure game thing down. We're now coming to the thing I mentioned in the preview where they changed the programming language. So we'll see if I can beat it or not. If you keep this up, you're going to be a hero yet, Larry.
Don't be a putz.
Too late. Now all you have to do is scale the sheer vertical basaltic cliffs of the volcano, reach its crater, and attempt to discover an entrance to the evil Dr. Nonuki's impenetrable fortress so you can learn what lies inside.
Sounds simple enough.
Yeah, I think we'll manage it. Just in case, because we're almost at the end and I don't trust this game at all. And this video is going to be longer than all the other videos. But that's okay. That happens. Hey, I found an elevator. But it's closed. At this point, this is where they changed the programming language and tried to make it proper English. There were a lot of people when this game came out. They got all the way to this point and were unable to beat the game because it suddenly required them to use the word "the" in their sentences. I don't know if this version will make us do it or not, because some versions don't have that anymore, some of them do. Oh! Did I save? I saved down here.
Well, at least now we get to look at the tits in the clouds again.
Oh, yeah, look at it. Boobies in the sky. Boobies in the sky.
With diamonds?
Well, okay, but I don't need the diamonds. I am right where I need to be.
What bag and what bottle?
I have the airsick bag,
Oh.
and I have the bottle of hair rejuvenator. The highly
yeah.
flammable bottle of hair rejuvenator. But right there is where it got mixed up. And when it first came out, you had to type "put the bag in the bottle." And at no other point in the game will it recognize the word "the."
Mm.
It's never necessary. Light bag. Okay. You are now holding a bottle full of highly flammable liquid with a burning wick made from an airsick bag. Yes, really. Do you think I should just hold on to it?
No.
What do you
Hoser.
think?
Don't be a hoser.
I've just beaten the game. You dispatch your Larry Top cocktail on its merry mission with a hearty grunt. Ugh! You feel a deep rumbling as your homemade bomb explodes, weakening an old lava tube deep within the earth. This could be extremely dangerous. The force of the explosion has also caused the elevator door to open.
How convenient.
I'm just going to walk on in. As you start to push the closed door button, you notice there is no closed door button inside this elevator. Say, there's no buttons at all inside this elevator. In fact, there's not even a floor. Ah!
Hope you didn't die.
Once again, Larry, you're getting the shaft. There's the evil Dr. No Nookie and his hinchettes. As you plummet through the darkness of the elevator shaft, the evil Dr. No Nookie is enjoying another blissful evening at home, singing jazz standards with his backup singers, the hinchettes, at his personal piano bar. Peelings. Nothing more than peelings. Wow, this is nice. That chick can really... By the way, you'll notice the chick playing the piano is blonde.
Mm.
That's going to matter in the next game.
Oh.
Suddenly, you explode from the elevator shaft onto the scene. Oh god. Oh man, I'm out of control. I don't know what's going on. Oh, now I'm falling down over here. Oh. Staggering to your feet, you inadvertently slap a fast low 5 on the hand extending from the wall. Uh-oh, you discovered the secret activator for the Fortress's Peacemaker self-defense control panel. Oh no! I've exposed that panel. Struggling to regain your balance, you fall onto the auto-fire button. Stop! Screams Dr. No Nookie. But it's too late. Oh man, I accidentally fell down and hit that button. Oh man, now there's a laser gun shooting everything. I'm gonna crawl over here, get out of the way of the gun. Oh man! It's just shooting everywhere. This is madness. This is insanity. A laser beam strikes the large Italian marble column near the grand piano. Crash. Bam! You did it! You did it, Larry! You destroyed the evil Dr. No Nookie! Only Larry could defeat his arch-nemesis the first time he appears, and never have him appear again.
I thought you said he was in the third game.
No, the piano player is. Dr. No Nookie is dead and never shows up again.
Look at you, big hero.
Grabbed by the flames of hell. Remembering that Dr. No Nookie kidnapped and hypnotized the island's innocent native women, you realize you must break his spell before they can return to the village. Snap out of it, girls! He's gone forever! Never again will you be forced to do his evil deeds. You are free to return to your native selves! On the count of 3, you all awaken refreshed and able to remember everything that's happened to you. 1, 2, 3! You shout, snapping your fingers. Freed at last from the hypnotic trance of the evil doctor, the women liberate themselves, resuming their native ways. What do you think this means?
They take off their clothes.
Boop! They go topless. And I'm not going to bother to censor the 8-bit nudity. I'm just not.
Yeah, it might as well be pics.
Huzzah! Huzzah, they shout. It's Larry, Larry Laffer, our hero! Although I am going to skip a lot of nudity in the next game. You interrupt their celebration with, it's nice of you to say so, but we must leave here immediately. I had to force the elevator door open by dropping a bomb into the volcano. I'm afraid it may erupt at any moment. Where's the radio telephone? It's right behind you. Oh, you counter. I knew that. Who's he going to call? Ghostbusters.
I was going to say that.
Sorry. You grab the telephone and push the big talk button, but who's he going to call?
Ghostbusters.
There you go. Mayday, Mayday, this is the Big Laffer calling. Can I get a copy off in any good, buddy? You quickly slip back into the 70s without even trying. Catching yourself, you continue. I'm inside None Tonight's island fortress in a fortress volcano. In a fortress, hollowed out of solid rock and filled with beautiful, oversexed women recently stripped to the waist. I've just killed a maniacal, power-hungry, money-grubbing scientist who was trying to grab my unklunk a few minutes ago. You never knew he was trying to grab your unklunk. A few minutes ago, I dropped a homemade bomb into a crevice that'll cause the volcano to erupt. Do you realize how stupid you sound? Is anybody listening? Over. Hiss, crackle, pop. Hiss, crackle, pop.
It's snap, crackle, pop, people.
You almost receive a breakfast cereal commercial. Roger, Big Laffer. We copy. What kind of help do you need? Over. Hey, who is this? Are you nearby? Can you come immediately? Over. This is Dwayne Barker of Software Illustrated Magazine. We're right below you on the beach at Nuntonite Island shooting our annual swimsuit issue. We'll be glad to fly up in our helicopter to rescue you. Is there any way you could create some sort of signal to let me know where you are? Over. You glance at the large computer panel on your right. How about if I have some palm trees emit a cloud of fog to surround the island, then turn off the island's main waterfall and open a gigantic hangar door in the side of the volcano? Over. Yeah, I guess that ought to do it. See you in 2 minutes. Over and out. Over and out, good buddy. Let me just hit this button here. You have a little trouble deciphering the control panel for the island's camouflage system. Anyone know how to work this fog machine, you ask? Oh, what the hell. Pushing everything at least once couldn't hurt. Oh, great hero of our island, says one of the women. Come over here. Allow us to give you a proper, triumphant return to our people. Yeah, all right. Woo! Say, aren't you coming with us, you ask the pianist? Of course not, she replies. I don't really have any part here. I'm just the piano player, but allow me to introduce myself. My name is Patty, she says. Polyester Patty, the internationally renowned recording artist and queen of the women's single scene. You'll want to watch for me in Leisure Suit Larry 3, where my name will be Passionate Patty, and I'll spell it with an I, and I'll be a brunette.
Because continuity.
You ignore this blatant plug. Come on, girls, you command. To the chopper! And my destiny. This video is now at the hour mark. But we're done. It's all downhill from here. Hey, watch out! Clumsy, you dropped him! Meanwhile, outside... Fog appears and disappears randomly. He did hit every button. The doors slam shut on the helicopter, cutting it in half. Oh, they dropped him down the stairs. Hey, wait, I recognize this place. This is where you go to die. Thanks a lot for dropping me down the stairs, you cry to the native women. Hurry and get in the helicopter. No thanks, they yell down the stairs. We'll use the back door and take our chances with the glacier. It's not very often women volunteer for the back door. Come on, Big Laffer, says the pilot. Climb aboard. Princess is just shaking her head in shame at me and trying not to laugh because she knows it was funny. Yeah, she's laughing. She's just not doing it out loud. Sorry, I had a little trouble with that fog machine, you tell him. The women opted for the back door. Say, aren't you that guy that won that big lottery prize, says the pilot. Yep, that's me, you reply proudly. My name's Larry. Larry Laffer. Well, Larry, I got a little surprise for you. I just heard over the radio. They just went bankrupt. Kaput. Busted. I hope you saved some of that money. Doesn't matter, you assert. I have the love of a beautiful woman, and we can live here on this wonderful island for the rest of our lives. Why do I need money? I'll give up my leisure suit for a moo-moo. And he will, too. Moo-moo Larry. Hey, thanks for the lift, guys. Do you want to stick around for my wedding? Sure, why not? We'll grab the camcorder and be right there. Watch out for that blade. That would be just like this game.
Yep.
By the way, for Larry to just die there in continuity. Hi, Larry. What took you so long? I ran into a little trouble with an artificial glacier. Yeah, baby. The sound of the helicopter's getting annoying. I did it, Kalulao! I really did it! Dr. Nonuki is no more, his evil spell is broken, the glacier is melting away, and your women are again free! Once again, peace reigns on this beautiful island. Let's find your father and get married immediately!
Oh my god, how long is this?
I think he's still married to Fawn, isn't he?
I don't think that was a legitimate marriage.
I'll go get Daddy. You notify the village. Have everyone assemble before the witch doctor's hut. Oh, Larry, I'm so excited. Just think, I'll be Mrs. Larry. Hee hee. Mrs. Larry Laugher. You may be wondering why I do the hee-hees.
I'm not.
Okay.
They might be, though.
It's because once Larry gets a voice in the 6th game, his voice always comes with a hee-hee right there. Friends, natives, countrymen, lend me your ears. You're off to an original start. People of None tonight, the evil Dr. Nonuki is gone forever, and your women have been freed and are returning to you now, and you are free again to travel wherever you wish. Since I have met all the conditions of Chief Kiniwawa, Kalulao and I will be married. Please assemble for the wedding. You hear the muffled sounds of cheers. You're the villagers.
Woohoo!
That wasn't muffled enough.
Woo!
There we go. Later that day. This game never ends. The entire village has turned out for the wedding of their princess, Kalulao, to the white-suited stranger. The drummer begins a special stylized rendition of the theme from Wagner's Lohengrin. There's a hula hooper, because, you know, that's native islandy. The witch doctor is waiting. You move into position to await the entrance of your betrothed. More boobies. In comes your beloved Kalulao on the arm of her father. I forgot to tell you, this game actually doesn't end.
It goes on forever.
It can feel that way. Who gives this woman to marry this man? That'd be me.
Yay, white wedding rituals.
Very well. Turning to you, the witch doctor says, do you have a ring? Hey, it's the same cameraman from the show earlier. You know, there was a ring in the land of the Lounge Lizards, you tell him, but I never thought to bring it along here. It was in the first game. Never mind, let's begin. Following traditions of our people, you must now spin in a circle until you are dizzy and throw up. Ooh, actually, that looks kind of fun.
Except for the throwing up bit, that might not be fun.
Nothing says true love like vomit.
Look, when they're rotating like that, they kind of make a heart shape.
I was just thinking that, actually. It's like we're bonded in the brain. Either that or playing Larry's bringing you down to my level. Now smash this wedding cake into your beloved's face.
Ooh, I like that tradition.
They just pulled pies out of nowhere. And finally, moonwalk across this dirt compound.
Obviously.
Is this really necessary? The bike peddler is pedaling for no discernible reason. We're just going to moonwalk all over the place. There's some naked women attending it, and there's the cameraman from the game show at the beginning. You may kiss the bride. Yeah, baby. Villagers go, ah. I think she's got green eyes. Now, Larry, we'd like to welcome you to our family. Look at it this way. You now have a village full of in-laws. Who doesn't like in-laws, right? It's the best part of getting married, is the in-laws.
I wouldn't know.
It's pretty traditional. Everybody loves their in-laws. Oh, there is one little scene after this. I forgot.
Look, these cupids have wings.
Larry, my son, at this time, I would like to give you a very special wedding present in my hut. Please walk this way.
Uh-oh.
You think if I walked that way, I'd be a maitre d'. It's a callback. And here's the voodoo doctor's hut. Don't all witch doctor huts look alike? Just a moment, Larry, while I prepare this special concoction.
Is that a sewing machine? What is he doing?
All right, son, come on over here. I have no idea what's going on. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, I turned into a rabbit. And now I'm a horse. I think at this point, the people making this game just lost their damn minds.
Yes.
And now I'm done being a horse, and I'm going to become a rabbit again. This is good. This is riveting. Geez, you exclaim, that's some powerful stuff. Here, says the witch doctor, take a look in this mirror and tell me what you think. You did it! You really did it! Except I won't look this way for the rest of my life in any of the other games. In fact, by the time 5 comes around, I'm going to look like a cartoon. This is great! I look like a young man again. I'm stranded in paradise, broke but happy, and the most beautiful woman I've ever seen is madly in love with me. My dreams have all come true! Yeah, we know your dreams. We saw them earlier, and now they are a reality.
Isn't that romantic?
Make sure we get him behind this bush. Oh, and now the volcano explodes. As does Larry, I would imagine, because it's been a while for him. Oh, by the way...
No, I said that earlier.
Oh, she already said Big Hero. And I almost got a perfect score! Check that out!
I know, I was wondering...
4 points shy. I know a couple of things that I missed, too. As we leave our hero cavorting in the sand with his new love, we ask ourselves the burning question, is woman's lib really dead? Is there still a feminist movement? Is there a market for polyester Patty in pursuit of the pulsating pectorals? Leisure Suit Larry 3 is passionate Patty in pursuit of pulsating pectorals.
I wonder why they changed it.
Or will Al Lowe have to write yet another of these silly symphonies?
Happy Larry face, giving us a wink like a creeper.
That's it. We have beaten Leisure Suit Larry 2.
I feel like we beat it half an hour ago and we've just been watching it since then.
That would be a very true thing. I guess that's it. It's done. We got the credits at the beginning. So
yeah.
That's it, guys. I'll do a wrap-up and a prep for Larry 3, and then the Princess and I will do Larry 3, one of my favorites in the series. See you then. Say goodbye to the people who suffered with us.
Goodbye, fellow sufferers.